Hi there, Cy Williams, Hi Canada Magazine. I am in Chemainus, British Columbia, and someplace I have been itching to visit for practically 2 years now, ever since I interviewed the sister owners of Violet Wild. That's right, Violet Wild. And they have been the winner of an Independent Retailer of the Year award. Such an amazing shop, so influential in the sector overall. I have been itching to get out here to see for myself. You know, I've read all the Google reviews. I have run into Terra across the country. I've interviewed both her and Sonia. I popped in yesterday and I was so excited to meet some of the team, and I'm getting ready to show you what I consider to be one of the very, very best cannabis shops in Canada. So this is an independent, carefully curated selection, absolutely gorgeous store. I can't wait to show you around, and it has to be one of the brightest stores I've encountered in a long time. Big open windows on the main street, next to a public bathroom. So many things they have going on. But we're gonna go inside and I'm gonna show you around. I'm so excited to finally be here. Violet Wild. Hi Tara, how are you?
Hi Cy, thank you so much for being here. I'm
No.
so glad that you made it.
No problem. Who's our little friend here?
Oh, that's Luka.
Luka.
He's a little shop mascot.
Oh, dog-friendly shop. Bailey and I were in earlier. I can't wait to show our viewers your amazing shop. You know, you and I, we run into each other all the time across the nation. I love seeing you, the big role you play in cannabis culture overall. And I have been dying to see your shop since I interviewed you and your sister Sonia. What was that? That was a while ago now. That was a couple of years ago now.
Starting of 23, I think, actually. It feels like forever ago.
It does. Well, you know, I've been on a cross-country, coast-to-coast tour, and I have been visiting retailers in every single province, from Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Quebec, all over Ontario, Manitoba, Alberta, Saskatchewan, and British Columbia. And I have to say, of all the independents that I have visited, your place is like this shining star. I drove up and I spotted it on the main street. It was bright, it was beautiful. It's such a lovely location. So what is your favorite thing about your shop?
Oh, for me, my favorite thing, honestly, is the regulars and like knowing what they want, knowing what they smoke, knowing what they love, and just that connection by being in the store and getting to know them. That to me is honestly my favorite thing about the store. Aesthetically, I think my favorite thing are the murals, like the two wall mural and then the one on the barn door. I think for me, they bring so much life and also highlight so many beautiful spots in Chemainus, and they're very hyper local, and also tie in with the theme of the city of murals.
Okay, well, I can't wait to go inside. I'm gonna go take a look around, and let's talk inside.
Yeah, definitely. Come on in. I want to show you everything.
Oh, awesome. I'm gonna go in. Ooh, Violet Wild, Chemainus, BC. So, take a look at this.
Team, honestly, that's another thing I love about Violet Wild is our team. We have a lot of cannabis knowledge and care for our community, and honestly, to us, client care is number one. It's about you. It's about the client. It's about what you want. It's about bringing the best to you. So for me, again, another favorite thing is our team.
Well, you know, it's funny you say that. I was doing some extensive research on Violet Wild on Google, and Reddit. And Reddit loves your team. And Reddit's a hard community to impress. Another term I see written a lot about when it comes to Violet Wild is careful and considerate curation. Like your curation is nationally renowned. Now, what's the trick there? Just being aware of what's good and trying everything? Your curation is certainly on point.
Thank you. For me, what it's about is personal relationships with the growers. We all know that we can't necessarily see the product before we purchase it on our main distribution. So it's about relationships, creating those relationships, and also maybe seeing the grow, having also relationships with other people in the industry. It's about following what the clients want. The clients will always show the feedback, and so I try to find the best in all price points and in all categories, and then let them show the feedback. So we also do special ordering for our clients if they'd like something at no cost to them. So we bring in anything that they're interested in trying. We believe that if they like it, somebody else will. And we really dial into what they want. And then I have a really deep and long history in cannabis. I have a legacy as a consumer for over 20 years, so I believe I have a really good taste and an eye, and I know what's good, and I know what sells.
Okay, let's keep going.
It's pretty cool to have people like that who love us so much that they bring food, they
make sure we're fed at any moment. It's hilarious.
So let's talk about curation. Chemainus is a tourist town, and you have a lot of visitors who come here, so it must be a busy season for you. Besides curating for your regulars, what's it like curating for so many out-of-towners or people who are on vacation? What's that like? Walk us through.
Well, I think for us it's really important to buy local and find local growers and producers that are in our area. I mean, people love that when they go to a place and they can buy something from the area. Something like the Smile drinks are done right here in Chemainus. So something like that can be like hyper local, or something that's island local is really important. I found what happened was that we were curating in a very similar manner, but we needed more. So I found that the girls were saying, it's not just our regulars buying this stuff, it's the tourists. So make sure to like double up on this, or make sure that you have enough of that. Just really staying so close with the inventory and knowing exactly what I have. We turn over really quickly here, and we have Luka's here with me. And we've really been able to create a real buzz around Thursdays, around getting the new stock in our stock day. We find we have people coming specifically for the new stock to make sure that they get it, to make sure that they get it first. So that's something I'm really proud of, and that we're really proud of, is that we're able to make that excitement, that buzz, and that people are here, lining up on a Thursday for the new stuff.
Tell me about your team. How many people work at Violet Wild?
We have a really awesome team here at Violet Wild. We have 4 employees that work with us, and they are amazing. They really know their stuff. They learn about new products and new cultivars, new growers, and what's going on in the market. I think Luka wants to be in on this. And so
Hi, Luka. He's like, Luka, I want to be on camera.
Oh yeah, he's like, you can't leave me out of here.
So Luka's is your official Violet Wild mascot. So what about your team? Who are the members of your team?
The members of our team are Danica, Jaymie, Maya, and Amy, and the 4 of them are exceptional. They really take a close care with the clients. They know what our clients want and like. They know them personally. They know what you smoke. They know what you maybe eat for edibles. They know your drinks. They really have a very strong attention to detail, learning the new products, knowing about what's coming up, what's coming down the pipeline. For a lot of the products, they know who grew it, where it was grown, what medium, they know the crosses, they know the terps. We really sell by terps here and try to give the more well-rounded feeling versus than just chasing that THC. Chasing the THC was never something we ever did in legacy consuming, so it's not something that we bring as the forefront in buying for our clients. It's really about the well-rounded feeling, entourage effect, and the terps. So we teach people about the terps, we teach people about what we can with cannabis, and really are trying to be a liaison between the plant growers and the clients.
That is a wonderful segue. You are gonna run me through some of your favorite products,
Yes.
and we're gonna see Terra's curation skills firsthand. So let's walk us through. Why don't we start with the vapes on the other end?
Yeah, we've got vapes, and we can walk through any of the greatest products on the island.
Okay, let's go. Okay, this looks like a fun place to start. What do you have here?
So this is my personal haul for the long weekend. I find the starting of any great long weekend or concert or any sort of event starts with Violet Wild. So for me, I've got the Sherbadelic by Sweetgrass. I really can't leave home without my Smoker Farms, so I've got my Master Kush Ultra, of course.
Shout out Smoker
Oh, yeah, of
Farms.
course. I got some Ross's Gold Mango Gold, awesome, grown by Papa Joe's here on Vancouver Island. Had to pick up the Flight 25 Woody Nelson. Shout out to Woody Nelson for all their big wins at the Unicorn Cup. Picked up the Mendo Sherb by BC Doobies. I had this when I was in the Okanagan on the weekend. Quite enjoyed that one. And then, picked up some diamonds, Terra Labs. Had to go with the 5-pack Lemonade Lava Diamonds. And then for the grand finale, had to support my dudes at Woody Nelson. So I picked up the Cactus Milk 14 grams. That's gonna keep me happy all weekend
Oh
long.
yeah.
Yeah, hit up the treat, but always trying to support great growers.
And as you can see, this is what I meant by careful, amazing curation.
It's all about the fire. It's all about bringing the best of the people, supporting the growers. It's about supporting our craft growers and people who are creating these products, the producers, the people that are the hash makers, the drink makers, people that are doing vape. I mean, everybody has a place in this industry, and I think supporting the craft, the legacy people that created this industry is so important for me at Violet Wild, but also should be important to all the consumers and the people that are consuming this plant. This is a sacred plant. This is grown with care and love. That's the weed that I want to bring to the people. That's the cannabis that I want in my store. I want to know the story. I want to hear about you. I want to know about you so I can know what kind of weed that you grow, and then I can pass your story on to our clients at Violet Wild. Like I said, our associates are so important, and they know the stories. They know what's important to convey to the clients. And so if you have a story out there and you want your story conveyed, get a hold of us, hit us up on DM. We would love to share your story. We'd love to have you out at the shop. We'd love to get your drops dropped here at Violet Wild. So yeah, hit me up.
So we are talking with Jaymie Feltrin, day manager here at Violet Wild, one of the most amazing places in Canada. So I have to ask, do you like your job?
Oh, I love my job. It literally does not get better than this. I live on an island. I sell weed to people that I love to get to talk to. It's about as good as it gets.
Okay, so what are some of your favorite things about coming to work every day?
Well, my favorite thing, since I'm the day person, I love when I get to walk up. It's a beautiful sunny morning. I can smell like fresh bread in the air and the salt water. It's just spectacular. It really makes you feel like you're alive, and I love it. So that's one of them for sure. I also just love all the amazing people that I get to meet, whether in the industry or our customers. We just have so many people in this country. So get to see them all when they're coming here at Violet Wild.
Oh, that's very amazing. Okay, what are your top recommendations? If somebody like me were to come in and say, "Hi, I'm an old school smoker. I like a good chirpy vibe. I like sativa." What would you tell me?
Well, you say you like terpene, you like sativa. You're talking my language. So
Okay.
I myself have one of my favorites that just came back in stock. It's called Moby Dick. It is a haze and a white widow cross. We just got it in from Orchard, who's been grown by Vert West, but it's so good, it's so delicious. It's just like a really like sour and tasty one, but it's good like uplifting, get you going kind of weed, which is what I need because I'm the daytime gal, so I want to stay awake for my shift, you know? But wonderful product, Moby Dick. It's the white whale for a reason.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It's been lovely talking with you, my friend.
Same here. Thanks. And Danica Thomson, night manager at Violet Wild. We've been talking to your team and talking to Terra. What do you like most about working at Violet Wild?
I think the fact that when I started here, Terra stopped me and slowed me down and was like, the connections are important. Because I was used to an industry where you're so fast paced that you don't get to make those connections, where we have so many people that we're more like family, where we take the time to care about your life, but they also take the time to care about ours. So the sense of community that this store has started has just been amazing. I'll drop my son off at school and it's completely taken the stigma away from me because I'm selling to half the parents and teachers there, you know? It was wonderful walking into school to see that.
So have you had like a favorite experience, let's say this week, that really stands out? What's your day-to-day like? Do you have a lot of favorite experiences here at work?
I do, and I think a lot has to do with just really getting to connect with people and really finding out what they're like. There's nothing better for me than when you suggest something for a client or they know that you love their stuff so much that they come in and you're like, what would you like today? They're like, you tell me, dealer's choice, because they always trust me that I'm going to give them what they want, what they're looking for. I just ask the basics, what kind of high you're after. I've usually learned their flavor notes and tones by then and what terp profiles they like, so then we just go off of that.
Well, even yesterday when I popped in for my initial look around and I asked you to make a recommendation, and I was so very impressed with your line of questioning and how we got me to what I was looking for, something new, something exciting, and that was very amazing. So I really appreciated that. Do you have any advice to other women who are thinking about pursuing a career in cannabis like yourself? If you could give any advice, what would that be?
Believe in yourself as much as you can, because I think a lot of women, and I was one in myself, that I didn't believe in myself enough, and as soon as you step foot in here, this is where you belong. As much as you may think, oh, I've got this, this is where you belong. Cannabis is home. It makes you feel safe. You can help other people along that. So trust yourself, believe in yourself. You are smart, you know what you're going to do, and you can do it.
Thank you so very, very much. Terra, I love your shop so much. I've had some really great conversations with your team. I've been observing this great flow of traffic all afternoon, and so many happy people and a lot of your regulars, and it's amazing to see the vibrant energy that Violet Wild exudes and what a big part of your community you are. Now, if you had advice for women like yourself and your sister who wanted to get into cannabis retail, what kind of advice would you give other women in the sector? It's a daunting thing what you've done, to be an independent, to be, lone wolfing out there and fighting and advocating for cannabis and proper cannabis use and consumption and creating this overwhelmingly amazing sense of community. What kind of advice would you offer someone who didn't have access to that, or didn't have, doesn't have something or access to something amazing like Violet Wild? Maybe they want to do it themselves.
For me, I believe the first thing of business is believing in yourself. believing that you deserve to be there, believing that your spot is relevant and for you, knowing that your voice is important and it needs to be heard, taking that leap of faith, following your heart. Those are honestly what drives me. Those are the things that I kind of look to. I find that I really think it's so important that you follow your heart and your passions.
Very well said. Is there anything that you'd like to throw in at the end of our interview? Where can people find out more about Violet Wild and what you've got going on here?
So you can find us, of course, on Instagram and Facebook, Violet Wild BC for Instagram, Violet Wild Canada for Facebook. You can find us on our website. We do a blog, and so we put out content that's specific to Chemainus. We highlight growers, we highlight what we're doing as a community within Violet Wild. So we do have a newsletter sign up there, which we send out to the email, and then access to the blog as well on our website. We really believe in working together, collabing. So if there's anybody that wants to work together to advocate or to bring some awareness to their brand or their flower or their creations,
and
hit us up.
If I could just say, you've already done some pretty amazing collaborations out there in the industry, and it's always great to see. I'm on my second Violet Wild collab ashtray, as I slowly but surely collect them all, and I expect more of those.
Yes.
What are some of the other collabs you've got going on or have had going on?
One thing that was amazing was we put on the community cleanup. So we had VCC, Victoria Cannabis Company, as well as Salt Spring Island Magic. They were sponsors or co-collabors with us, and that was great. I mean, it's about getting out in the community. It's about bringing their brands to our community and to bringing the story to our community. I'm working on another ashtray right now with Simon, so that's really exciting. We also, in terms of we work with local people for our merch. We've worked with T-Shirts That Talk up in Whiskey Creek. We also work with a local lady here in Duncan, Design X, for mostly almost all of our merch. So we like to collab that way too. We also support women's sports. We've supported all sports actually. We've supported a baseball team, we've done soccer, and then we also have a hole over at the golf course that we sponsor as well. So, you just stop here first and enjoy your round of golf even more. And I highly recommend you come out to Chemainus and check out Violet Wild. Thank you so much for talking with us today. Thank you, Sai. Honestly, it's always a pleasure to see you. We're happy, we're here, we're at the spot that makes me feel good, and I'm just glad that I can bring this to other people. So thank you for doing that. Thank you for bringing our story to the masses. It is my absolute pleasure. First in BC, first in Canada. Live rosin, sparkling nano cannabis experience. What like this? Made with premium live hash rosin, made here in Chemainus.